everybody, I am here with my top 8 deck profile that I got 8th place snuck in, which is crazy. Um, I finished 8th place in Swiss after 8 rounds at the Cool Stuff Games Hollywood Duelist Nexus Regional. I started out 6-0, then from there lost the last 2 rounds, sneaking in as X2, 6-2, getting 8th place. Before we get in, I just got shout outs for you guys. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. I've been posting a lot more, so please guys keep commenting, keep liking, keep communicating with me. If you guys want to see some stuff, like if there's anybody playing unique decks that you want to see a deck list and deck profiles for, let me know in the comment below. Shout out to Project Games, shout out to Cool Stuff Games, shout out to like everybody down there. Like our locals was, or not locals, our regional was stacked. Like just heavy hitters. Like a lot of the bigger name players were X1 in the tournament, and I was like, yo, I cannot lose because I'm be walking into the wolves den if I lose. Like it was that crazy. But you see the Purrely cards. My rounds during the Swiss was all 8 rounds. I didn't play the same deck twice. Round 1, I played against Runic Live Twin Sprite. Round 2, Cashier Manadium. Round 3, Sword Soul. Round 4, Sprite. Frog Sprite. Round 5, Cashtira Punk. Round 6, Manadium. Round 7, Mathmag that I lost to. And then round 8, Rescue Ace that I lost to. Shout out to, once again, everybody in the regional. Really appreciate you guys. Shout out to Prodigy, Cool Stuff, Melvin, Fidela, Kamal, Gio, Ruben, Hani, LeBlanc. All those guys are there. It's all cool seeing them. Bon, Casey, Danny. Like, there's everybody there. Like, Willie, Hunter, Nicole. Like, everybody. Y'all, I love everybody there. It was great turnout. Great attendance, great people, great competition. I hope we see you guys at the Kissimmee Regional and with another top. But let's go right into the list. So for Purrely cards, just standard core, 3 Purrely, 3 Purrely, 3 Field Spell. This is very important. I won majority of my matches being able to just put the Field Spell up and then activate a quick play spell. And everybody's playing targeting cards, Imperm, Book of Moon, Chalice, Imperm, Veilers. Like, you have to beat all those cards. And this card is abusive. I won against Alex, shout out to him. Round 6, game 3, I just had my friend, he set 2. And I had a Veiler on one of his guys, he set 2. Oh no, I Veilered his, the Link 1 for Visa Frost. And I Veilered it, he set 2. And I met my friend, search for 3 Field Spell. I had Happy, discard a Heart Open Delicious, so that's OTK right there. So you have to play 3. Like, this is just, I think, mandatory now. 3 Sleep, 3 My Friend, 3 Happy, 3 Pretty, 1 Delicious, and then 1 Yeep. Then for the rest, which is basically non-engine defensive cards, the hand traps, you got 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Droll, 3 Book of Moon, 3 Book of Eclipse, and 1 Talents, and 1 Prosperity. These 2 were like the last 2 cards. Like, you could theoretically swap these in for 2 Imperms, but my issue is that every time I draw, I'm trying to go for like the draw play, trying to like draw 2 to 4 cards, 1 to 2 cards, 3 to 6 cards. Your Imperms, you draw Imperms and you can't use them. So I was like going with these. I didn't want to try Mourner because I have bad experience with that card at times now, but this always good because everyone's playing hand traps. Good help going second. And Prosperity because I only have space for 1. This is a 40 card even. I only have space for the 1. I was before playing 2 to 3, but I cut those down so I can put more defensive cards. Books are books. These cards need to go to 1. Like these 2 cards need to go to 1. This is at 1 for the longest, and it came to 3, and this card is just broken still. This card is becoming more of a problem like this, and yeah, these cards need to go to 1 immediately. And playing these in the main, I feel more comfortable going against the turn skip Manadium deck with Crimson Dragon, because you can go turn 1, do this, force out everything, and just books are just books. That's a 40 main. Then for the extra, Relinquish Anima, Azalea. These 2 are mandatory. This because sometimes people walk into the zones, which happened a lot at the regional. People just played into the zones. This because you need to have a way to just out back row, just out annoying cards. 1 Little No War, 1 Plump, 2 Happy, 2 Beauty, 2 New War. So you play the I only had space. I was playing 2 of this at one point because you play the logic was you play 1 for the grind game and 1 for the combo. The grind game combo really doesn't come up that much because if you start off with Sleepy to do this, it doesn't really get to that point where you need to play another one to discard it and like bounce off cards and everything. But I do understand like it does come up at times though. Could I go back to 1? 2 of this? Yeah. I took out the Slacker Magician to play 2 of this, and then for the region I'll put back Slacker Magician. So here's a Princess Sprite, comes up all the time. Sometimes you gotta be greedy or you just need to hit names. This is just phenomenal. This hit books too many times. Like I was hitting 1 matchup against Papito. This hit book, it survived, and then Detach hit another book, and I was like, yo, this card's crazy. Then you have the Psycho Magician, Downer, because these 2 are the nuts. With lore-wise, they're in the same picture too. Then Double Zeus. I'm always gonna be playing Double Zeus. Even if Cashier like gets removed from the format, maybe I'll cut this down to 1 so I can have like other space for the Dark Charmer or the Light Charmer. But that's it for that. 15 extra, and then for the sideboard, oh, you guys are gonna love this. So I went 2 Bell, 2 Nibiru, 1 Herald of the Abyss, 1 Thrust, 1 Feather Duster, 2 Cosmics, 3 Crossout, the barrier to go with the Crossout, and the spiciest card that I didn't get to even play once, and I literally played a 13 card side deck the whole entire tournament. 2 Magic Deflectors. So let's just quick explanation. Bells are bells. I was going back and forth. I was playing Shifter for a while, and then I took out the Shifters because I was having bad testing experience with it, and I put bells in because the runic matchup is annoying. I don't want to lose the Gimmick Puppet, and this card works better off the top than Shifter would be. Same thing with Nibiru. It really only came in just for the combo matchups, Sword Soul, Manadium, but I only resolved Nib once, and it was against the Sprite deck. My favorite thing, if you watched out to my boy iGrind's channel, you saw that I was playing Crossout with the D barrier because the deck folds a D barrier. I'm not trying to fold to D barrier, so Crossout for D barrier. Also, this card works out because everyone's playing books, everyone's playing hand traps, so this card just gets put in going first. I can counteract their hand trap to try to Joel me. If Joel's that much impactful, I can remove Joel. Any hand traps isn't going to be a problem, so I can like continue playing. You just take away the problem. Going second, you beat this because you can play through everything else. You can play through Anti-Spell, you can play through Erad, you just can't play through D-Barrier. 2 Cosmics because you need to have answers for back row decks. I respect back row decks. I need to have answers for the Runic deck. Same thing with a Feather Duster, just to generate back row hate. At one point, I was playing 3 Herald of the Abyss or 2 Herald of the Abyss and 1 Thrust. You need to have stuff for the mirror match. The cat population is rising a lot more in playability, so everyone's playing the Purrely deck now. Like really, I didn't play one Purrely matchup, but throughout all Swiss, I could see there was Purrely everywhere. And I want to say like other Purrely decks, they played at least 2-3 mirror matches the whole day. So this was for the mirror match. So you can get this for the mirror. If your opponent going first, if your opponent hand traps you, can search this against the Mana DM deck because that deck is also a hand trap deck. This for the back row decks at times. Like this is a good card to just like this having access to these guys. And then you can also add this too, which is crazy for the mirror match. So Deflector. The reason why I played Deflector because I wanted another way to beat the mirror match since the mirrors all quick play spells. If you do this, so when they first activate their first quick play spell, you do this, you negate that one, and then for the rest of the turn, this is basically a kind of a D-barrier if you think about it. Well, no, it's not D-barrier because their monsters can still use their effects, but you lock them out, all of them activating the quick play spells and the fuel spell and my friend and streets become negated because of this. So it works out. Didn't draw it once. Oh yeah, also low-key against the rescue deck, you can kind of like play this. It beats the emergence and their other alerts and rescue cards. But like this card was good in theory on paper. I didn't draw it to actually test it out. Would I make some changes? I'll probably take this out, maybe the thrust. Everything else will stand. Like I'm never not playing these guys, the cross outs and D-barrier. Like that's just mandatory to me. But this was it. Finishing 6-2, 6-0 at the start, lose the last 2, get 8th place. Got this wonderful playmat, and thank you guys for watching.